Welcome, everyone. Victor Grant here in San Francisco. How are you doing? I'm with the LinkedIn Summit, and we are going to be discussing today getting clients, the art and science of getting clients. And joining me today is expert author Christine Hueber, and she is going to be sharing with us her way of getting clients. I'm going to share my screen without any further ado, and we'll get right into this.
Thrilled to be here.
Excellent. So this is our LinkedIn Get Clients Summit. So everything we're going to be talking about and the focus of this and the people in the audience, you asked me before our interview, who is the audience? Well, the audience are people on LinkedIn that want more clients. And you have lots of clients all over the Bay Area. And let me bring up your site here. This is you. You're the LinkedIn #1 all-time top female expert. You've written this book, Top 10 LinkedIn Profile Success Secrets. And we're going to be talking today about the pipeline secrets.
Super. And just to let you know too, Victor, I have clients actually all over the world.
Yes.
So, and that's all possible because of LinkedIn, and I'll share with everyone exactly how they can do that too.
Awesome. And so that's a little bit about your bio. So let's go into the pipeline secrets. Okay, so take it away, Christine.
Sure, Victor. So I'm super thrilled to be here. I actually live in the town where George Lucas wrote Star Wars. So I'm known as the LinkedIn Jedi Master because I show my clients how to hack LinkedIn to get more clients. And what I'm going to share with you here today is exactly how you can do that. It's my own 3-step program that I developed, that I use myself, that I also teach my clients. It's based on my experience in sales and marketing at KPMG, at Citibank, at Charles Schwab, and I brought all that to LinkedIn for your benefit, so you can use LinkedIn to its full power and very easily and get great results. So I'm excited to share that with you today. So I'm going to go pretty fast through all this because it's a lot of information. Basically, what my system is that I developed, it's highly personalized and yet also very automated. So it's not using some software out of Russia that LinkedIn's going to shut down or shut your account down over.
Right, you were saying that a number of people have had their accounts shut down recently because of the changes in LinkedIn and because they've been using software, bots, and things like that to automate the process, which is a direct violation of LinkedIn's terms of service.
Right, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So my system is scalable. So it allows you to cultivate relationships. So the 3 steps, let me just step back for a second. The 3 steps of my system, just to give you a foundation, are connect, cultivate, and close. I call it my 3 C's. So Christine's 3 C's. And what that does for you is it allows you to very authentically and very professionally, but in a very scalable way, get clients from LinkedIn, get clients using LinkedIn. And this is something too that if you have a team that you work with, you can hand off parts of it to them as well. I have a lot of clients who do that. And so today what I'm going to do is walk you through an overview of my system. And then if you want to go deeper into my system, then I'll show you how to do that as well.
Sounds great.
Sounds good? Okay, awesome. So the first step is, as I mentioned, is connect. So you want to find where your ideal clients are. So if your ideal clients are, for example, in real estate, or your ideal clients are in a certain geographical area, like they're in a certain state, whatever your keywords are for your ideal clients, and it's connect. But
I
but
know.
collect
That was an intentional.
collect is good too, because you want to collect those people, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
I was just making a joke there because I thought collect, because a lot of people want to ask for money before they
Yeah.
connect, right?
Oh, true, true, true. Yeah, yeah. Like those spammy invites that you get where people are like,
Yes,
here, click here on this invite. You don't know me and give me some of your time.
right.
Or the invitations that are all about, this is me, this is what I do, and this is where you can, buy my product.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we've all gotten those. Um, so anyway, so you want to with the connecting, you want to use LinkedIn search, and depending on what kind of account you have, you can drill super deep, to the zip code level or the keyword level. Otherwise, with like the free account, you can only go so far. And kind of a hack on that too. I'm going to share hacks with you here as well, because I've been on LinkedIn since 2006. Um, and I have one of the top 1% most viewed profiles. So I have a little bit of experience with LinkedIn. Another way to is to connect with people who are your ideal clients is to use the people you may know function under network, under the network tab. And it's very important. Here's another hack for you as well, that you be very deliberate and strategic about A, the invitations that you accept, and B, the invitations that you send, because LinkedIn has an algorithm. And so you're training every time you accept or you send an invitation, you're training that algorithm to serve you up more of those results. So if if you're accepting a bunch of connections from the other side of the world, then LinkedIn's going to give you those people. But if you want to connect with people in California, for example, then you need to make sure that you're only sending invitations to people who are in California and only accepting invitations from people in California. So this is another thing where all that automated software
Mhm.
doesn't um, doesn't do as good a job as somebody who knows your business does, because I'll get invitations from people who want to connect with me because they think I'm in the event planning space or the life sciences space,
Mhm.
and I'm not. I mean, I'm very clearly, from my profile, I'm very clearly a LinkedIn expert. So, or LinkedIn is what I do.
So what you were talking about, I brought up my LinkedIn profile. So you're saying I should not accept these? Uh,
Well, I mean, if you want to connect with what this guy, if that's who your ideal client is, then great, accept him. But if he's not, then I wouldn't accept him. I would ignore it. And here's a hack too. If you go into the see all, go up to the see all on the right side. It's like I'm giving you a coaching session here.
yeah, I
Uh,
figured you were talking, so I thought I might as well bring it up here.
Yeah, yeah. No, this is perfect because a screen share, I mean, the actual looking at the
Yeah,
screens
my
is not
problem is I have thousands and thousands of connections, and people are hitting me up all the time.
yeah, yeah. Well, I
And
mean,
some
I get
people I
like,
know and some people I don't know, but ultimately I want to sell these people my Facebook course because
right, right,
I'm a Facebook expert.
right, right. So, this guy might do the same thing you do,
Yeah.
and you don't know. But the thing
Well,
you
he
could
might be an
do,
affiliate. He might be an affiliate.
yeah.
A lot of the people I want in my world, I want them to be affiliates and I want them to promote me and promote my products.
Okay, so then just accept everyone. And
Yeah?
here's a hack. Wait. Let me give you a hack first. So
Okay.
what you want to do is you want to go, don't accept all of them yet. What you want to do is you want to create a template, and you want to go in and send that template as a message. So like a welcome message. When I say use their first name and then say, thanks for reaching out, and then ask them some kind of an open-ended question, like, are you an affiliate, or are you, what I always ask is, and depending on how assertive I want to be, how are you using LinkedIn? Or, what made you want to connect with me?
That's
Or,
a good question.
or you can say, if you want to drive everybody to a phone call, then you can say, and this is only for inbound
Yeah, I actually
invite.
want them to call my agent in New York. That way
There
they
you
get screened.
go. um,
So that's kind of the process.
Yeah, but you want to get the conversation going, and you want to
Yeah.
head the conversation in a direction that's where you want it to go. You don't want to say, what'd you have for lunch? Because that's like completely
No, no. I want to say is that you want to book me at a conference. You want me to speak at your talk. What do you like? What made you? Yeah, what made you want to connect with me is good.
Yeah, yeah, and that just gets the ball rolling, right? And people don't do this, so you will totally stand out on LinkedIn. And the great thing about LinkedIn is that it's super scalable. So you can, do this at 2 o'clock in the morning if you have jet lag. It's not like with the phone, right?
Yeah.
Um,
So I would just copy and paste this and send this as a
yeah,
message,
yeah,
and then accept him after that.
and then accept, exactly. And then summary, you could do the same thing. Obviously, change the first name,
Yeah.
but just like paste. And so what I do is I just say, I leave the in front of the dash blank, and then just fill it in. And this is something that you can have an assistant do
Do you
for
use the
you.
hey or just summary?
No, I just say the name because it's easier to just cut and paste that way.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So and then if you really, so that's the inbound messages, and then you'll see how they respond back, or whatever.
Yeah, if I just mastered the inbound stuff, I'd be fine because I get way too many people hitting me up. This is like
Yeah, I mean,
constantly, multiple times per day.
yeah, I mean, I get like 300 messages, and then I go in and deal with them, or 300 invites. But I've been
Right.
putting a lot of mine too, because I've been on LinkedIn since 2006, and I had like,
Wow.
I had, 15,000 contacts, but they weren't like my ideal clients. So,
Right.
I'm very actively cultivating the relationships because I want to close, right?
Right.
I want to get business off of LinkedIn.
Right.
And so for me to actively cultivate a relationship with somebody who's not my ideal client is just insanity.
Well, I've always found you never know, and they may know someone who is. That's the thing. Is it
Yeah, but
several
yeah,
degrees away.
it's, for me, I work with business owners and entrepreneurs who want improved LinkedIn results. So my net is, my target is smaller than for you.
Right.
Um, and I work with clients who only deal with, people in commercial real estate east of the Mississippi. So, it's for them to
Interesting.
connect with someone who's an engineer in Germany makes no sense whatsoever at all.
Okay.
So anyway, so it's not that big a deal if you're not cultivating the relationships. But if you're cultivating the relationships, then it's a huge big deal, because that's, your time, your assistant's time. Um, and then so in the interest of time, that's how you connect, and that's how you get the sales process going with that question. Basically use this formula on LinkedIn, and it will just make a tremendous difference for you. Keep things short, acknowledge, and ask an open-ended question in your messages. If it needs anything more than that, take it to the phone. Get it off of LinkedIn, because that's the whole goal anyway, is to get the conversations off of LinkedIn. So that's another hack for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So does this all make sense?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm
definitely. I
moving
love the
super
three
fast
C's.
here. So then the next step is cultivate. So you've started that, and this is where, you know, the more of a knowledge of your business it comes into play. But you're basically wanting to cultivate and then close that that relationship. So there are a couple ways that you can cultivate on LinkedIn. One is, you know, with messages. So when they answer back why they connected with you, then, you know, have that conversation. And again, just follow that formula. Acknowledge, ask an open-ended question, because you want to find out if they're like the ideal, you know, a referral partner for you, or whatever your goal is on LinkedIn. You always want to keep moving the relationship toward that. Um, so you can do that with messages. You can do that with notifications. So all those happy birthday, happy anniversary, you know, congratulations on your new position. Those are all opportunities to cultivate that relationship and have a conversation.
I
And
have a
again,
question.
yeah,
Is it possible for me to delegate this cultivation part to someone else on my team so
yep.
that they could follow up on my behalf? Or, but I don't really want them having my LinkedIn account. How would you go about doing that?
So, there are a couple ways you can do that. First of all, let me say that LinkedIn can suspend your account. That's been known to happen. If somebody else is going in like from a different IP,
Yeah,
like
but they wouldn't be signing in as me. I want someone on my team to follow up with them.
they have to be able to sign in as you. They
Yeah, I
have
don't,
to,
that's
and this is
totally not
against
usable.
LinkedIn too. Um,
They need to be part of the same company, but there's
but
no way to like say, okay, they want to contact us, and then I have someone else from my company follow up with them.
on LinkedIn,
Yeah,
no, they have to have your sign on, and that's not.
yeah,
This is,
that's not.
I'm like kind of telling you things that aren't necessarily LinkedIn approved, but everybody does them.
Yeah, I know they do, but I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
There's no
So
way I'm giving
then
anyone in our
you,
company access to my LinkedIn account.
yeah, then you need to go in yourself, or you can do a separate email address, like Tim at, you know, whatever your
Right,
domain
right.
name is,
Well, we have a
uh,
support department. So, what do
and
the
then
companies do?
and
Don't
then
they just have
give
like
it,
a support department that cultivates
yes.
leads on LinkedIn?
Yeah, so you can say, you can add an email, support at victorgrant.com,
Right.
and then, you know, and set up a password for it, and then give that to them. And then if you want to, take control back, then you just change the password, or you know, delete that.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So you have to go that route.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I have like 10 different emails that are all connected with my LinkedIn account, because people send me invitations because, you know, they get my newsletter, or, you know, they got a PR email off of my website.
Mhm.
And so I want all those to go to my one LinkedIn account.
I get asked this question a lot. There's no real bulk method to do marketing then on LinkedIn, unlike there is with Facebook.
You used to be able to send 50 messages, and now it's limited. And that's a good way to get your account flagged for spam too, and get your account suspended.
Yeah, yeah, we don't want that. We don't want
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
You
Well, and
can't just,
Facebook only lets
you can't
like
just
10
like,
messages anyway, right?
right. Because that's the thing that always perplexed me about it is like on Facebook, you get people to like your page, and then you can blast those people relentlessly with ads. And
Right.
that's, until they say, I don't want this anymore.
So
Um,
you can do that on LinkedIn if you have a company page, and then you can do sponsored updates, or you can do sponsored in mails too.
right. Okay. So that would be like like out of the
That's
2,000
LinkedIn
contacts or all the contacts we have in our profile, I would say maybe there's like 200 potential clients in there.
advertising.
Um, I'm not going to go and message 2,000 people one by one. That's just not going
Right,
to happen. So
right.
I get asked that question a lot. So what do you recommend doing in that case to cultivate those relationships?
Again, use my formula and ask those super targeted, open-ended questions.
Hmm. But you say you
Um,
have to do it one by one, like sending
yeah,
messages.
yeah. But it's, I mean, it's better than, it's like a client of mine said, LinkedIn is a kinder, gentler cold calling. And you have a lot of information about them anyway on their LinkedIn profile. So if
Right.
you're like super focused and super directed, and then you'll know pretty fast if they're someone you want to move forward with or not. And the thing about LinkedIn too is that you never know who's going to see your updates, who's going to see your articles. And I mean, I've had like angel investors come to me and say, and we'd never had any contact on LinkedIn, like no messages or anything. They'd never responded to anything. And all of a sudden they're like, Christine, I have a startup I'm working with. I want you to talk to them. So you never know, because your profile, this is something that we didn't really go into on the connect piece, but your profile is, people look at your profile and they decide whether they want to connect with you. And so, your articles, your updates, what you have in your, in your about, that's 2,000 characters, all
Right.
that is your personal branding that, you know, when it's done right, is compelling for your ideal client. So
Okay.
that's an overview on that, because I know we only have so much time here.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
and
Okay,
then
so
also,
uh, let me get
so
back to your website then.
yeah, so then I mean the whole goal to be on LinkedIn is to um, to get sales, right? And so basically what you want to do is with the cultivating, you want to do, that's where you're doing your fact finding, like you do, when you're cold calling, right?
Right.
Uh, and to find out, asking those very targeted, open-ended questions that drive the conversation forward. Is this someone that you even want to get on the phone with, right? And
Right.
building that trust and making it all about them. I mean, there's a whole art to this, all this, the open-ended questions. Making them super productive. But then when you see, okay, that's someone who I want to go deeper with, then that's where you go to take the conversation off of LinkedIn. That's the close on LinkedIn,
Got it.
basically.
Got it.
So
So the
you ask.
close is, hey, what do you say we talk? It's kind of like, let's get
Yeah.
off LinkedIn. What's your number?
Well, you can do it that way depending on your style. My style is a little bit different. I'll say, like if they have like a longer answer that, a longer answer that they require or something like that, I'll say, that's more um than I can cover in a message. Would you like to schedule a time to talk? And then they come back and say yes, and then I send them my scheduling
Okay,
link.
so yeah.
You
So
you don't want
that's
to send out an
more than
unsolicited,
I can cover in a message.
would you like to talk? And you don't want to send an unsolicited link on LinkedIn, because that will get your account suspended. So if they say, yes, I would like to talk, then that's when you send the link. And
So
I
I
send
say, okay, so wait for the yes, I would like to talk.
yeah. And then I send them, my Calendly link, whatever scheduling software that you use.
Right,
And
right,
boom, and the conversations off of LinkedIn, you have a phone call. And this is all very authentic. It builds trust. You're not spamming people.
right. Hmm.
You're not, it's super, super effective.
Here's what I was thinking we would do. For all of you out there who are watching this presentation, what we're going to do is we're going to play this video right here, and then we're going to come back on with some closing comments with Christine, and then I'll give you a link below this video where you can get more information on how to reach her. Sound good?
Sounds perfect.
Okay.
Hi, this is Christine Hueber of christinehuber.com. Thank you for being here. And I just had a fabulous interview with a client of mine who I've known since 2006. And we stayed in touch on LinkedIn. And because of using my system, I'm, in front of her, having a conversation, and she became a client a few years ago, and has just been amazing to work with. And you know, I've shown her my system, my 3C system for getting clients on LinkedIn, getting business on LinkedIn. So connect, cultivate, close. I've updated it since the last video. But this is the way that you grow your pipeline on LinkedIn, and how you get sales on LinkedIn, how you hack LinkedIn, because LinkedIn was originally made for, you know, recruiters, employees, HR people. And so how do you hack it to get business instead of a job? And so this is my system. This is what I've gone over with my client. I'm updating it here in this quick little video. So with Connect, you want to, you know, find who it is who your ideal clients are, and then you want to invite them, and then you want to welcome them. So those three things. So find, invite, welcome. And that will set you apart from everybody else on LinkedIn, because who sends welcome messages that are authentic and not spammy, or welcome messages at all? So that's the first step with Connect. And then the second step is cultivate. So how do you cultivate the relationship? How do you do fact finding and, you know, lead toward that close, which is the ultimate goal, and which I'll dive into in a second here. So how do you cultivate relationships? You can cultivate them through messaging, you can cultivate them through contacts, and very powerfully, you can cultivate them through notifications on LinkedIn. So again, messaging, comments, and notifications on LinkedIn is how you can cultivate relationships on LinkedIn. And this is just a very short overview. I go more into depth into it in my LinkedIn Pipeline Secrets program. And then obviously with private coaching, then it's completely customized for you. And we go through, you know, this is how you do this, this is how you do this. And I walk you through step by step with all my templates and everything. And you get my most up-to-date information with the coaching and with the training. So this is just an overview. This is the proverbial tip of the iceberg. And then, so that's, so step number 1 is connect, step number 2 is cultivate, and step number 3 is close. So how do you close business on LinkedIn? What's the next step you want to drive people to? Do you want to drive them to a call? Do you want to add them to your email list? Or are they not really your target market you found out from your fact finding that you've done in the cultivating phase? But do they possibly know someone? So can they give you referrals? And, you know, in my Pipeline Secrets program and with the individual coaching, then I go through exact templates of how you can do all that. But this is just the broad overview, the 30,000 foot view of my system. So again, you know, if you're an entrepreneur, you're a business owner, you're looking to get business from LinkedIn, sales, leads, you want to, simple 3-step system. You want to connect, cultivate, and close. Very simple. Christine's 3 C's. And again, if you want more, feel free to go to my website, christinehueber.com. You can connect with me on LinkedIn, and I also offer a complimentary strategy session where we can go through and see if it's a fit to work together, and what's the best way for you to get the results that you're looking for. So thanks so much, everybody, for listening, and let me know how implementing my 3 steps goes for you. It's, again, it's a system that I developed, I've been using for years now, and I share with my clients, and they get great results as well. So have a great rest of the day. Thank you so much, and go have lots of success on LinkedIn. Bye.
Wow, what a presentation. Thank you so much, Christine, for being here with us today at the LinkedIn Summit. And please click the link below and upgrade to a full ticket, and that will give you access to additional information and discount coupon codes on how you can get all the things that you've learned inside of this presentation and more. Any closing words, Christine?
My closing words are, go out on LinkedIn and cultivate relationships, have conversations, and close and get clients.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll see you at our next event. Bye for now.
Bye.